Hello students, today I have started the topic on cell organelles and in which I have chosen the first topic, plasma membrane. It is basically for my 9th class students, as in 9th class it is a little bit detailed form. So you can carry on this topic, and the thing which I will start is, already I have told you that what is plasma membrane or what is the cell membrane. So we know that it is the outer covering of the cell. What does it do? It acts as a gate. It acts as a gate. Why? Because it allows the things to come outside and inside. Why? Through a selectively permeable membrane. Through a selectively permeable membrane. Fine. So, before moving on further, when cell was discovered, it was unknown to the people for approximately 200 years that plasma membrane is present in the cell, or the cell membrane is present. So then who came? The C. Nageli and Kramer. They got to know about it, and then they told that the cell is covered by an outer membrane called as plasma membrane or the cell membrane. So we know what cell membrane do. I already told you that it acts as a gate. So it prevents toxic substances to come inside the cell. Okay. Then it acts as a barrier. Now you can say it as a physical barrier. It acts as a physical barrier. Fine. And it provides shape to the cell. So these are the basic things which we have studied earlier also, and I am trying to tell you again. And I also told you that in plant cell they have an additional covering which is called as cell wall. But right now we are going to continue our topic on plasma membrane. Now, moving on further, we want to know that how come it was got to know that what is the composition of lipid. So, the composition of plasma membrane. So, several models were proposed, several studies were done, and then lastly it was the one model which is called as the fluid mosaic model, and it was the widely accepted model given by Singer and Nicholson. The fluid mosaic model. Fine. So what does it was telling about the plasma membrane? It explained that it is a bilipid layer which is lipoproteinaceous with some amount of carbohydrates attached to it. The model explained that it is a bilipid layer and it is lipoproteinaceous, means it is made up of lipid protein. Fine. With that, a little amount of what is present in that? In that, the carbohydrates were present. Fine. Now, moving on further, we should know what is lipid. Fine. So, lipid is basically a naturally occurring organic substance which is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water. Fine. So again I am telling you, lipid is a naturally occurring organic substance which is insoluble in water. Fine. Now if I would be going into this topic, so I had drawn the diagram. So in this I have drawn the diagram of lipids also. So the lipids are made up of two things, the non-polar end and the polar end. This you can see is the polar end and the inside structure is the non-polar end. So what this non-polar end is? The non-polar end is hydrophobic. Phobic means fear, means water hater. And the polar end is hydrophilic. Hydrophilic means water loving. So the outer side of the structure is water loving and the inside structure is water hater. So they are embedded bilipid. So on the both sides lipids are present, so it is called as bilipid. When I told you proteinaceous, so you can see this is one intrinsic protein which is present in between the lipid molecules, and this blue colored covering which is outside is the peripheral, which is present outside, as in again it is called peripheral proteins. So lipoproteinaceous, clear, with some amount of carbohydrates. So what are these carbohydrates present? You can see some of the carbohydrates are attached with these proteins. So that's why they are called as glycoproteins. And some are attached with your lipids. In these lipid molecules, some carbohydrates are attached. And that's why they are called as glycolipids. So in this manner, we discussed earlier also. So things are clear to you. Now, you need to know that we told that it is a selectively permeable membrane. So it allows the thing to move inside and outside. So you have to understand according to the name. When we say fluid, means the lipids have the ability to move within the cell in this plasma membrane. So that's why fluidity is important. So on that basis the term fluid. And what is mosaic? Mosaic are some patches of proteins and carbohydrates which are present within this membrane. So that's why Singer and Nicholson has proposed this name as fluid mosaic model. So with this, we are going to complete our day topic. So hope you understood it. Before that, I am trying to tell you about lipid again. That it is a organic substance which is insoluble in water, made up of non-polar end and the polar end. Polar end is hydrophilic, water loving, and non-polar is hydrophobic, that is water hater. And since the movement is required, fluidity is there in the lipids, that's why it is called as fluid. And some proteins are present within and outside, so and with that some carbohydrates are there, so it is called as fluid mosaic model. Right? So with this, we are coming to the end of this. Okay, bye bye.